Affordable homes in Temecula have been quite difficult to come across, but today I have found the perfect new construction community, super affordable, great location, right off of the 15 freeway. You're super close to the mall. You're not gonna wanna miss these. This is Prado by Meritage Homes in Temecula. I can't wait to show them off. Let's check them out. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Thanks for tuning in today. Let's dive in. First up, we've got the Residence 1. This is the smallest floor plan here. It still is laid out really well. Not as pretty inside without all the model home furniture that we see in most of them, but they did want to get it modeled here for us to take a look at. So this is a 1,402 square foot option, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. Let's get in there and check it out. One of my favorite features inside of this home is this primary suite. And not necessarily because it's anything special or large or anything like that, but mainly because it has windows on 3 of the walls. So you get a ton of natural light in here. So you can actually see wall number 1, 2, and 3. Now we've got the Residence 3. This is a 1,640 square foot floor plan, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Let's get in there and check it out. One of my favorite features about this home is that for a 1,600 square foot home, you actually have a pretty decent sized living space here right behind me. And it opens up from the living space all the way over to the kitchen and the dining area. So I think this is a great space. Next up, we've got the Residence 4. This is the biggest of them all at 1,858 square feet. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. You've actually got a bedroom downstairs, which makes this a really good option. So let's get inside and check it out. One of my favorite features inside of this floor plan is the downstairs bedroom and bathroom. So it's probably the biggest issue with any of the homes here is that they haven't had that option, but now this largest floor plan here comes with a bathroom right here and downstairs bedroom right here. So plenty of space for those that don't want to go up and down the stairs. So that's it for our in-person tours of Prado by Meritage Homes here in Temecula. A really great community, and now we come back here and I want to break down the nitty-gritty for you of exactly what it's going to be like living here inside the community, give you some of the pros and the cons, the prices, the taxes, everything. I'm going to break it all down here right now. Stay tuned. First off, I'm going to start with the pros. So this neighborhood has a really sweet price point, and we're going to talk on that in just a few moments, so hang tight with me there. But a sweet price point for Temecula, you just really don't see opportunity like this in Temecula very often. Pro number two is gotta be the location. I talked about that a little bit in the intro to this video. Location is right off of the 15 freeway. You've got quick access. If you are a commuter, you've got quick access. You see me all the time on this YouTube channel talk about traffic in Temecula. This gets you around it. You don't even have to mess with the side streets. You literally hop right off Yanez onto Winchester and onto the freeway, or Yanez to Murrieta Hot Springs and right onto the freeway. It's gonna get you just about anywhere you want to go. You're right next to the mall, just a quick hop over there to all of the restaurants, all of the shopping that you're gonna get at the mall, as well as the entertainment there. And then if you want to go for a nice walk, then you just walk pretty much right across Inez into Harveston Lake, where you can basically just walk around and enjoy the man-made lake there, do some fishing, have a picnic, everything you can want there. So the location is really great. I'm gonna give you 2 cons about this community, and maybe it's something you picked up on, maybe not. First one is the lot sizes. The lot sizes are really small, so you are not gonna get a backyard here that's got room for a swing set or anything like that. Like if you have little ones, there's enough room for them to like throw a little ball or have like a tiny little slide, and then just a table for you to entertain guests outside. So the lot sizes are really small. The second con is something you definitely want to pay attention to in this community is you don't have driveways. So you're not going to have a driveway. If you cannot park your cars inside of the garage, if you've got 2-car garages, you're going to have to find parking elsewhere in the community. And if that is full, which there's not a lot of extra parking, if that's full, you have to park outside of the community on a major road, and that could be, you know, potential trouble for you as far as like someone breaking into your vehicle or just a walk from your home all the way out to your car. So if you've got a family of like 4 or 5 drivers, this is not the neighborhood for you. If you've got little ones that aren't yet old enough to have their own vehicle, then this is definitely something you'll still want to consider. Now let's talk about some of the amenities that this community has to offer. I would say that is actually another pro. Is there a bunch that comes with the HOA fee that you're going to be paying? And we'll talk on the price here in just a moment. But you've got pool, you've got a park, you've got playground, fire pits, bocce ball, you've got cornhole setups all over the community, or at least in the recreation area, as well as the fact that this is a gated community. So if you're looking for safety, which you typically get in Temecula if you've watched our other videos here, but if you're looking for safety, this is gated. You're gonna have to have a code to get in or be rung in through that front gate if you want access here. So you get a lot of bang for your buck as far as what you're going to be paying for all of these amenities. Okay, so I know you're asking, what am I gonna have to pay for that HOA with all of those amenities? You're going to be paying $267 per month for all of those amenities. There are several HOAs in the Temecula community that charge that same amount, and you get nothing, maybe even just a pool for that same amount. So you get a lot of amenities for that price. Now I want to talk about property taxes. So if you've watched the channel for any amount of time, you know that property taxes vary here in the Temecula Valley, and you want to be careful. So typically new construction is going to come with a little bit higher tax rate, which this one does. The tax rate here, including all special assessments and Melrose, is 1.9%. So what does that mean to you? If you're buying this home, let's say it's $700,000, which we'll get to the pricing in just a moment, you're going to take that purchase price, multiply that by 1.9%. That's what you're going to pay annually for property taxes. Divide that by 12, and that's going to go into your monthly payment on most of your loan types that you're going to be using for this property. So that's going to break that down for you. It will be a little bit more expensive than what you may get with some of the older neighborhoods in Temecula. All right, you finally made it to the part where we're going to talk about pricing. What do these homes actually cost? So 2 quick caveats here. Number 1, these are prices as of today. Current prices right now. This is very early on in the phase release for this community. So if you'd like up-to-date pricing as of the date that you're watching this video, shoot my team a text or a call. We can give you those up-to-date prices right away. And then number 2, this is a base price. If you're going to do any sort of additions, flooring upgrades, anything along those lines, it's going to cost you extra. So keep that in mind as we discuss these prices. So let's start off with the smallest floor plan. The plan number 1, that's the 1,402 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. Those currently are priced in the low $600,000 range. There is also a plan residence number 2, which we did not tour because it is not modeled within the neighborhood. That one is 1,512 square feet. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and those are going to be priced right now in the mid $600 range. Next up, we've got the residence 3, the plan 3, that is 1,640 square feet, still a 3-bed, 2.5 bathroom. Those are priced in the high 600s right now. And the last but not least, the 4-bedroom, the plan 4, that's 1,858 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, got that downstairs bed and bath that you remember. Those are going right now for the low 700,000s. So it gives you an idea of price. Keep in mind that if you're going to do any sort of additions, anything like that, it's gonna stack on top of that price. Now let's talk about solar inside of the community. So when it comes to new construction in Southern California, solar is a requirement. There's no getting around it. So those are all going to be put onto these properties. Now you've got 2 options. You can lease those solar panels or you can purchase the solar panels. and I'll break down the pricing for you on both. So if you are looking to lease these solar panels, you're going to pay anywhere from $80 to $100 a month, and that's completely based on which size home you get. So if you get the Residence 1, it's going to be $80. If you get the Residence 4, it's going to be $100, or somewhere in between for the 2 and the 3. Now, if you're going to do a purchase for the system, that is going to be between $13,000 to $15,000, and that's going to just get added on top of the purchase price for the home. That lets you own those panels, you own them for life, and keep in mind that these solar panels, basically the lease or the purchase, is going to be just a supplemental system. This is not going to cover your entire electric bill. It's just going to supplement things. You can add additional panels later on once you really find out what your family's usage looks like when you move into the home. Now, I get asked all the time, should I lease or should I purchase? You should try to purchase if you can. Lease is great if you cannot stack on top of that price. If your approval is for $700,000 and you want to stack on $15,000 worth of solar on top of there, and you're trying to buy a $700,000 home, you can't do that in the purchase because it's going to go on top of the purchase price. So if you've got plenty of room in your pre-approval, go for the purchase. If not, go for the lease. And why is that? That's because the purchase option is going to work out to be about the same monthly payment as what you're going to have on the lease, and you're actually going to be able to take advantage of some tax credits that are going to help you with the purchase of the solar as well. Now let's talk about schools. If you've got little ones moving in with you, the schools will be of concern for you. And the good news is we've got some pretty good schools for this community as well. If you've got a little one going to elementary school, they're going to be going to Isabel Barnett Elementary. That is a 6 out of 10 on the greatschools.org rating system. Make sure to check that out. That will give you all of the details on what these schools actually are scored. For middle school, junior high, you've got James L. Day. That is a 7 out of 10 on greatschools.org. And last but not least, for high school, you've got Chaparral High School, which is a 9 out of 10 on greatschools.org. So some really good school scores. We typically like to see 7 or above. So elementary school is just below that, but middle school and high school are well above those marks. A few quick tips I like to throw in before we wrap these videos up. Tip number 1, you're going to want to bring realtor representation with you on your very first visit to this community. So I don't say that for my own gain, but if you do not go in there with a real estate agent right up front, you've actually elected to use the sales office as your representation. So I'm sure if you were going through a divorce, you would not prefer to have the same divorce attorney represent both sides, nor should you have the same real estate agent or office or sales office represent both sides of a real estate transaction. So bring us with you on your very first visit. Text my team, give us a call, schedule a Zoom call, however you want to reach out to us. We will be there with you on even very short notice to check those out and make sure that you've got representation along the way. We've seen clients that have gone in without agents and they've basically been bait and switched as far as deals that they had, and it ended up costing them several $1,000s. We just had one that we represented. They tried to do the same thing on. We were able to negotiate a $27,000 credit on top of things to make sure that our client was well taken care of. So reach out to us and we can get you scheduled for that. Next tip is that you're going to want to probably use the builder's preferred lender. They're going to force you to do a pre-qualification with that lender, and that's totally fine. I have a lender that we work great with, and I would love to have them represent all of our clients that are buying new construction. However, when it comes to using the builder's lender, it's going to be tied with some heavy incentives. You could get thousands of dollars in closing costs covered, appliances, all sorts of special interest rate buy downs. Those are going to come with using the builder's lender. So just be ready for the fact that they're probably going to force you almost into using that lender because all of the incentives are going to be tied to that, and we can navigate that with you. Now, usually I warn you about backyards and window coverings inside of homes not coming into new construction. However, they actually are included inside of this community. So I already said the yards weren't that big, so those are going to be landscaped for you. You're going to have your little concrete stoop and have some mulch and things like that back there, and they're going to include the window coverings for you as well. So that's it for our tour and overview of Meritage Homes Prado here in Temecula, California. I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did and you would like to check these homes out, or just curious about moving to Temecula in general, give my team a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or you can schedule a Zoom link right below, and that will take you directly to our calendar to schedule a call with one of my team members who would take great care of you. We would be honored to help you through the process. Again, if you need anything from us, feel free to reach out. We'll see you guys next time.